Okay, so welcome. Today we're going to talk about ancient Maya and the legacy that they've left behind for us. Starting with the artifacts we found. The Maya produced outstanding stone carvings, ceramics, hieroglyphics, jewelry, books, drawings of all sorts and kinds. And that's been left for us, right? Now, we obviously didn't meet any of these people. We've met their ancestors. But we don't know, other than the ceramics that we found that seem to be ground pigments of clay mixed with water. We assume by what they look like, they've been used for cooking and things like that, as well as storage. In regards to kind of the culture and achievements, they developed the science of astronomy, calendar systems, hieroglyphic writing, all sorts of massive temples and places like that. We've also seen evidence of collapse. It appears to have collapsed very quickly. For many years, we had no idea and no way to explain this. However, improved technology has provided scientists with new information, and it's believed that the Maya abandoned their ceremonial centers, because of famine. And so lots of things could have led to that famine. But what we do know, and we, again, have never met them, all we can base this off of is what evidence we do have from what we have left, from their huge temples, to the hieroglyphics, to the paintings, to the carvings, to the jewelry, things that seem like they would probably be pretty important. So it seems odd that they would have just left them, right? Furthermore, we now know that about 900 CE, several droughts had destroyed the economy of the region. So, well, we can look at it and we know that based on water levels and stuff like that. But the Mayans were also using a very non-sustainable agriculture. They used slash and burn, such as burn the crops at the end of the year after they've cut them down. And they planted crops in the same field over and over again, year after year, the same fields. And the soil then is greatly affected by that. You would think because of all the watering, but no, the land wasn't very fertile then to grow enough food to support the population. So stacked on top of the fact that, well, you know what, let's take a second here. What is fertile? Let's just look that word up here for a second. So we go to mw.com, Merriam-Webster. Let's look up fertile. Fertile, so it's producing or bearing many crops in great quantity. Bearing crops of great quantity. Characterized by great resourcefulness, capable of sustaining for plants for a long time, abundancy, so lots, developing. So fertile means that it's useful for a long time. And that is not what their strategy was. They were non-sustainable. And reusing the same spot again and again was leading to the crops not growing, on top of the fact that there was drought and lack of water. So these were huge issues that led to the fall of the Maya. And so here we have, the only evidence we have are huge temples that we've kind of discovered in the forests, hieroglyphics, jewelry, pottery. And we've pieced this together as scientists and using technology. We talked about LiDAR to kind of create a story for them of what life was like and how life came to a sudden stop. Again, there are three possibilities for this. Warfare might be one of them, in which case we see evidence of some kind of destroyed area where they've left everything, dropped it right where it was and ran. Other sections of the Maya, we have found everything stowed away nicely, neatly, as if they thought and planned to return one day to their lands, to their temples, to their homes, but they never came back. Otherwise, drought and famine and overpopulation, they all kind of leave the same symbols. We can track layers of mud and dirt in the soil and see when there was kind of darker soil or wetter soil covered by drier soil and things like that. And so we've taken all this and figured out what possibly could have happened to the Mayas.